Nepal has Nepal is actually a landlocked country. On three parts, south, east, and west is India, and north is in China. That is in between in Himalaya. So this country has a long range, but in time to time it has been divided internally in this country. Then actually the center or capital city is Kathmandu always. So all the different type of dynasty have ruled over here. It is believed that first of all in Nepal, according to, actually we don't have that sort of archaeological findings till now. That is Gopal and Mahishpal. Just I'm going to tell the name of the dynasty only. That is Gopal and Mahishpal. Then after there came Lichavi. Nearly 700 years Kirat ruled, 300 years Gopal and Mahishpal, and then after Lichavi ruled nearly 900 years. So then after there came Mallas. They ruled nearly 600 years, nearly 600 years. Then there was a king, Prithvinarayan Saha, who unified the country in a different part of the country, unified, and he became the king of Nepal. That is called Saha dynasty. That was the last dynasty of Nepal, which was abolished in 1963. So this type of, then after Nepal has become now Republican democratic country. So this Kathmandu is the newer community. That is one of the, there are many caste groups in Nepal. Yes.
Sorry, you're touching the microphone, so, or somebody else is touching the microphone, I don't know.
Also.
With a hand or something. Ah, okay. But
okay.
Okay, now it's good.
Close. Okay. So in Kathmandu, there was Kusle. That they are a type of lower class. So in Nepal, there are caste system. There are hierarchies, different type of hierarchies. They are actually they are not pure. People think that they don't take the water in traditionally, but not now. At that time, so they were in a backward, like a backward community having in Kathmandu Valley or in capital city also. So I researched about the Kusle, why they are discarded from the society, what is the cause, just like that. I was interested to know about that. Then I researched on that subject, and I read the inhabitant of Kathmandu Valley, Kusle, the inhabitant of Kathmandu Valley, was by title of my thesis. Then after I did my PhD just. So then I have been nearly 2 years, 2 and more, half year, I stay in Japan also, where in Eastern Research Institute, I researched as an assistant with Professor Hajime Nakamura. He was renowned professor in Japan. History. He was the professor of history. Now he has expired, not now. So I stayed nearly 2.5 years, more than 2.5 years. So then I came back again. Then I became, then I started to teach again. Then I became a campus in a campus, nearly 3 years. So then after I did my PhD actually.
Okay.
So then when I completed my, I was teaching in Tribhuvan University in master's level, and first I was teaching in the intermediate and bachelor level. Then after I went to Tribhuvan University, that is one of the biggest and oldest university in Nepal. Still now, that is well known in Nepal, worldwide, in the Tribhuvan University. So then I teach and guided the students, and I became, especially I was focused in research methodology. And then after the other format also were taught to the student, and I did taught about the history and ethnic groups like that. In every subject, there is different type of subjects, including the caste and ethnic, art, architecture, religion. But especially, I was focused on my history and ethnography and archaeology also in Nepal. Actually, that is. So then after I became head of department in Central Department of the University. I was nearly 3 years I did over there. Then after I was retired. So so now actually now I am involved in a Nepal National Ethnography Museum. That is a ethnographic museum which has Nepal has 123 caste and ethnic groups. So we have some model only, not completed till now. There are few models about the feature and customs and their tradition like that. Some part is in there in tourism, Nepal Tourism Board. There is our museum. So I am till now I am chairman, but nowadays after Corona it has been almost closed. So not open right now, but we have to open our later on. So then after other activity also I do. I involve in social involvement and other gathering also like the research or some type of I do. And now I am free. Out of that, I have been involved in a investment company as a board of director still now, and I would do like that, not especially or sometime only. Actually, when I live in my home, I do study only like that. So now in this connection, Mr. Mohammad Akhtar Javed has joined me in this forum. So we are really very happy. He organized this May forum. So we are involving in here, and we are introducing to each other, and many friends from abroad also are knowing about Nepal. Meena is as a doctor. She is doing very well. So I have to say like this. Would you like to know other things?
Does somebody else has some question or?
Yes.
What is the main difference of Nepal between Bangladesh?
Actually, Nepal is a country. So here are people in southern Nepal has a different type of climate and geographical location also. In northern part, that is very cold. In middle, that is very normal, as Kathmandu and other parts. And southern part is like India and Pakistan, very hot.
Okay.
So we cannot compare with other countries like that. We have different type of people. In northern part, they especially people live Mongolite people. In middle part, also Mongolite and other Aryan people or other type of people also live here, Caucasoid places. In southern part, same way. They are mixed, almost mixed in the country, but feature is different in the northern part, middle part, and south. Who live in south, they are mostly black. In middle, very normal, like we people. In north, we can see more white than us. So actually, there are different type of culture. So actually, Mongolite people has also, there are different type of ethnic groups. They have different type of culture. So we can compare each other. That is separate.
Okay.
All they have their tradition, all they have their costumes and dress and festivals likewise. Religion also is different type of, especially nowadays religion also we have mostly Mongolite people they worship as a Buddha, they become mostly Buddhism. They follow Buddhism, and mostly the Aryan people follow Hinduism. And nowadays that is not particularly specific, because Christian people also are over here. So, and Muslim also are over here. So here are different type of people are involved here. So, and I don't know about Bangladesh. Bangladesh has especially I think there are more Muslim people, but in Nepal Muslim people are very few. So
Okay.
culturally there is vast difference with the Bangladesh and Nepal. I think so.
I seen Nepali makeup. They have makeover their faces like Chinese makeup. Their makeup is very similar to the Chinese makeup, like red lipstick and the white face and dark eyes. It is very similar to that China.
Actually, uh, in northern part in Nepal, they belong to
Yes.
the Chinese Mongoloid people. Mongoloid is that a type of Mongoloid race. That is, they are
Okay.
not Chinese, but the people are in southern also. But those who live in northern part, especially, they are influenced by the Chinese people. Actually, Tibet right now, that is also in China, but they are influenced with the Tibetan people. So
Okay.
their cultural tradition is still now. I like Tibetan or Chinese, not Chinese. Chinese has vast and different also. Only
Makeup
Tibetan.
and also the dress is also the dress.
Yes, dress actually that is cold place. So they wear
Yes.
very thick and woolen clothes like that.
Okay.
Because when we go to southward, wherever in India or in Nepal also, they wear very thin clothes because there is hot. In north there is very cold, so they wear woolen clothes. So and makeup also is like that. What is
Okay.
available over there, they use like that. But nowadays
Okay.
we can find everything wherever we can get everything from America, Japan,
What is
everything.
the logic behind the face makeup? What is the main logic of the face makeover?
Actually, I don't know actually what is the difference in the makeover over their face. But especially in Nepal, those who are in city, they made makeup more makeups. Those who are work or those who live in village, they don't have that sort of makeup. Very normal, natural one. You can see
Okay.
whenever you go in Nepal, wherever you can see that they become very normal in dress and their facial makeup. They don't have that sort of makeup. But when you go to city area or town area, they have a decorative makeup.
Decorative makeup and decorative dresses with umbrella and
Yes,
fans. What is the
yes.
main logic of this type of makeup, this type of dress?
And that is fashion. That is fashion, and you
That's the
to show the
fashion.
beauty. To show the beautiness. That is the actually that is to show the beautiness. Those who are economically sound, they do like that. They don't have who don't have and that sort of
Seems
economic
like the
sources.
historical
They
image,
don't
I think.
Yeah, it could be a
historically.
religious related things, you see. So event related things. So if you have to make some event, say Basant is associated with
Okay.
kite flying, you see. The colorful kite flying. Somebody has a plain color, somebody has a decorative kite. So
Color.
this could be like that. So they must be some event related activity which has been inherited from the past time. So it's the main
But I
difference.
like this very
But
much.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
very
yeah,
creative makeup
yeah,
and
definitely,
with
definitely.
very creative
And
dresses with
you see, if you see the dragons, you see Chinese dragons, you can
yes.
Dragon.
you will be fascinated to see that colors and all the shapes of those forms of those dragons. So I think the main difference between Bangladesh and Nepal is that Bangladesh don't have Mount Everest.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Not Bangladesh, not only Mount Everest, not the Himalaya range also. I think so.
yeah.
There is a very long range
Yeah,
in
it's,
Himalayan range,
actually,
and that is the
Boma is busy somewhere, I think, then some, otherwise she can tell us that Bengalian people were ruling on, even on China at that time. So they have been ruling in India. They have been ruling in Nepal
India.
area and all these things. So the Mongolian peoples, they have their say events and their liking, and their things are very much in the custom of our India, Nepal, and China and Pakistan. So it is now that Mongolia is gone behind, but that was a time when this Kublai Khan and all these rulers, they you see, brought up Mongolia on a top nation list. You see, so that so the definitely we follow the culture. So we follow the culture. We follow the culture of powerful nations. You see, so even Chinese now they do not wear their traditional dresses. They wear the Western dresses. You see, so this is the culture boom and powerful culture boom. So it's similarly they must be this decorative faces and all these things. They must have been a source of some Chinese ruling on Nepal areas. You see, so that has become adopted, and now it's time. So what we Muslim, you see, we India and Pakistan, they are separated. They were India before. So what Indian makes an event of Diwali, they
Yes.
yeah they cracks and all these things of the crackers. So there is a lot of sounds and a lot of fire shows and all these things on a Diwali moment. So what we have been separated from India because of the Muslims. So what we do, we have a one night that we call it Shab-e Barat.
Yes,
So
yes, yes, yes.
yeah, we do the
We
same thing.
adapted.
Yeah, we adopted that, and we do the same. We run for crackers and all these things. So this is the cultural, in fact, you see, cultural
This is the cultural
influence.
effect.
Yeah, it's a cultural influence. So
But it is the symbol of happiness, I think.
of course, even
Yes,
sad events are very rare. You see, nobody
yes,
likes to make a sad events. So
yes.
only we Muslim do, because we believe that life is you see complex of happiness and
Culture
sadness. So
shared
yeah.
happiness with their things like dresses, like Diwali, like
Yeah, that's
anything.
they also influenced by our culture, you see. So they on
Yes,
Eid they celebrate Eid events with that us, you see.
yes,
So they it's a
they celebrate.
yeah it's a perhaps of a Chinese cultural
Энэ нэг
influence on
Непал
Nepal.
Пакистан тэр хүүхнүүд нөгөө кинон дээр гардаг шиг хүүхнүүд. Амар цээл.
Buma, your microphone is turned on.
Okay, yes, sorry. I hear talking. Okay.
Yeah. So you want to
Yes,
ask
please.
something from Dr. Dhan about Nepal?
Okay. I have two questions.
Yes,
One
please.
is just interested. When I was in the school, we was talking there about one. Do you know the Dinsen Norgor? He who was first in the Everest? He was from Nepal? From
Yes.
from Nepal. We
uh,
call him Tenzing Norga.
Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.
Yes. We was very
In
proud of him.
1953, first time Edmund Hillary from New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa climbed the Mount Everest in 1953.
Yes, that's right. That he is from Nepal. Yes.
Yes, he's one of. But later he went in India and he get his citizenship as Indian.
Also, recently I saw you had one ceremony. I saw one statue.
What
You
type?
were standing, maybe something celebration very similar with your name, Kunwar or something. Is it your political or historical leader of Nepal, or who is that? This yellow costume. He is military man or
Yes.
political man.
No, that our Kumar, that is his. In fact, he's a warrior who fought with the British in 1914 in DrDhan, which is in Uttarakhand, India. At that time, Nepal, British has attacked it from different part of Nepal. So at that time, one of the captain was Bir Balbhadra. He was our forefather. So he fought with the British and he defeated and he killed the Major General Gillespie of British Army. He was Major General. So then after, so Nepal's area of expansion was still up to Satlas. That is in west of Kumaon Garhwal. You know? Then very far, Satlas. That is west of it. That is very far west. That is now in India. So later, then British and India fought since a long time. But at last, in 1916, India and British made their treaty. According to that, now that has been up to Mahakali River, and that is in Kumaon area, Garhwal area. Kumaon. That is Kumaon. And east, that is in Sikkim. That is the border area. Sikkim. So that is Tista. That is called Tista River. That is in east, west, and east Mahakali. So that he was one of the brave fighter of Nepal. So his birthday celebration was done on that day. Thank you, Baba. Furthermore,
Please talk
you,
to.
yes.
I want to ask.
Okay, ma'am.
I want to ask about you archaeological experience in your Nepal, your country.
Actually, we didn't have so much excavation, but especially in Nepal about archaeology, in few parts we have been government has been excavated, but very old about the site is actually Kapilvastu and Lumini, especially where Buddha was born in Lumini and where he was brought up, that is Kapilvastu. That was till late time it was very much controversy. So, but Lumini is very popular. You know that is the birthplace of Buddha, that is in Nepal. There, Samrat Ashok was in 249 BC, before Christ era. Samrat Emperor Ashok came in Nepal and he erected a pillar inscription, which is till now we can see over there, where his name has been mentioned over there. For in the name of, he has written that the birthplace of Buddha. So it was a very important pillar, which was erected by Emperor Ashok. So actually, in that case, Lumini was a pure a religious place for Buddhism in Nepal, and for other people also. Hindu also worship Buddha. In Nepal, there is no hard and fast rule according to Hindu and Buddhism. Almost they go togetherly. There is no discriminate so much. Actually, about the Kapil Vastu, there was a great debate in India and Nepal. So it was in fact in UNESCO started to support the government of Nepal. Then the archaeology of department and UNESCO they tried to excavate the Kapil Vastu and Lumini area, because there was a great archaeologist, Professor Cunningham, Robin Cunningham, who was the a vice chancellor also in London. He's a professor of university in just I forgot the name of the university. Actually, he's from England. He's a scholar and archaeologist, and his team has been since a long time. Nearly last year also he excavated. When I went to 2 times over there with him. Our student or our master's degree student should have to go in practice for 1 month. So they actually, we live together there, we excavate, we saw there, we find something that was a Buddha's place, where Buddha brought up to 29 years. He was in Kapil Vastu. So that place was found by the different materials which we found over there, a palace like that, even stupa. So it was a very important place also. That is, it is believed that 1300 BC, in 1300 BC, the Kapil Vastu was people has started to stay over there, and then before 1300 BC. That is the one of the of Kapil Vastu. And Lumini itself, there is a temple of Maya and the pillar of Asamrat also. So these two sites are especially very much important. Other are very later also. They have been excavation in Kathmandu Valley also, but not so earlier. The most earliest place of archaeologically findings are found in Lumini and Kapil Vastu.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am. And
Are there more questions?
yes, please. Actually, one thing I would like to say, in Nepal, we have out of Lumini and Kapil Vastu, in Kathmandu Valley, we have got a inscription of a king, Jayavarma, which is 185 AD. We have an inscription that is in the National Museum of Nepal. So that is the with the statue, King Jayavarma, which is the oldest inscribed statue of a king in Kathmandu Valley, actually. This is the oldest, which is written by which has written the name of the king. Actually, that is the oldest.
Okay.
Nearly 18 years.
There is some issue with, I don't know, you touch microphone on laptop or something, or somebody else touches, I don't know.
I don't know what.
Okay, now it's good.
Okay.
But
Yes.
did you ever work like, you were telling how you were a lecturer from actually beginning, after you finished the studies, you were all the time involved in research and university, if I understood correct. But yes, but did you had like kind of not research position in museum, but like practice, you know, like to do exhibitions, to present these findings? Did you do this kind of stuff?
No, actually, we were student, and when we were lecturer, just we participated with we didn't excavate. So we were only participated with the government of archaeology department, archaeologist with the archaeologist only. So we are participating and study only, not exhibited from our side. So I didn't have that sort of reason, but we are interested. We are actually, Kathmandu itself has many temples and images. So wherever we can go, we can see like that in Kathmandu Valley itself. It is a type of museum itself.
Ah,
So,
you mean like in situ museum?
Yes.
Like on
Actually,
the
wherever
place.
you can go, temple, Buddhist and Hindu temples and monastery, all the you can see wherever you can go in around Kathmandu Valley.
But did you ever involve like in interpretation for the people in general? Doesn't matter if it's you know, like some presentation of object or something. Doesn't need to be exhibited.
Yes, I have done that sort of sometime of some group or students like that, teachers also in Nepal only like that. I have done that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are there more questions?
If you have, please. No?
I don't know what to ask since I didn't prepare for since.
So if you have any queries about people.
Okay, is there any connection in between like university and the museums? Like, do people who work on university actually, do they make exhibitions? For example, in Croatia, we have this kind of practice that people who research, they also do. Is there like, is this practice, how universities are connected to the museums in practice? Maybe this is the question actually.
Yes. Of course, in Nepal, one thing, this actually according to rule and regulation of Nepal government, one cannot, if you find something old things, then 100 years old, they cannot put in their shelf. They should make a museum, or they should give to the government, or government will look after the museums. So individually cannot do like that in Nepal. So but wherever you go in Kathmandu Valley also, you can see in their house very old, 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th centuries images are over here. We can see in their door or in their side of the wall, like that in Kathmandu Valley. Buddhas, Shiva, like that images are over here. So we can find that, but we don't have that sort of system in Nepal. Actually, we just, if we have to study or we have to show to student, we should go to museum. Togetherly, we go to there and show them, explain them like that only. So we don't have that sort of museum, particularly in Nepal. That is very difficult, also expensive also, and cannot with that sell ourselves individually also. Only if you, what we say, if that is openly, people cannot see. So only they put inside the home that cannot see. So if you see publicly, that should be taken away by the government. So that is the system. So actually, Nepal has actually cultural diversity. In fact, that is important more than other things. History also is very old, and till now, nearly we say that nearly more than 3,000 years Nepal is independent still now. So, but there is no colony. So we fought with the British only, and that was the history. Very what to say. That is very important. Also part of the country. So, but there are different types of 123 caste and ethnic groups, and there are 25 caste and ethnic groups, and 100 125 languages are over here.
Okay.
So Nepal has a diversity only. There is and geographically or climatical or caste ethnic group, and their food and other things also different. If we go in south, that food is different. In middle part, that is different. In northern part, more than like Chinese, Tibetan, because there is cold. So in middle part, that is very normal. And if we go to the southern part, that is very hot spaces like that. We can.
Are they represented equally in the museums, or there are some like more important cultures or something? Are they these ethnic
Sorry?
groups? Are they in the same amount represented in the museum, or there are one group which is more presented than the other less?
Yeah, in that case, that is not especially those who come in power or in a king's family, royal family, or other great people, those who had made their statue or like that only. Otherwise, only religious, mostly Buddhist and Hindus, god and goddesses that we can find over here, not other type of, because those who donate, their statue will be over there.
Do you have a museum of colorful masks? Colorful masks. Do you have a museum of colorful masks? Mask museum?
Not like.
No?
Not like that. No.
But that that art is very famous in Nepal, I think. The decorative.
Javed sir.
But no, only
Javed sir, there are.
Yeah, Veena.
Okay. So in Bhaktapur Museum, you can actually find certain masks. Generally, it is referred as a Navadurga mask, where there are 9 different masks which are generally painted for festivities. So those are in display, and these are generally painted by a certain a caste group of Newar, and like whenever they get old, they will replace it by the new one, and again, like these caste group will be the one who will paint them. And these kind of masks are generally put on by certain caste group again. Okay, like there are different caste group which perform ceremonies like rituals, kind of like priest. Okay, and certain caste group which performs dances, like the ritualistic dances, whereas a different caste group will be designated to paint this mask. And like in Bhaktapur region, so what happens is that if there are if anybody, like any household is going to hold a huge ceremony, like for auspicious things, then what happens is they will assign, or they will invite these dancers to perform that specific dance form in Bhaktapur. So there are times when if you casually go to Bhaktapur region, you can find this group of people performing this special ritualistic dance, and the masks are actually displayed in the museum. But we don't have any museum with colorful mask display, like just only for mask. We don't have that.
Yeah, but that's one can buy from market too as a gift. You see, these masks are available in the market there in Nepal.
True.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. It is very true. That's because, like, in Buddhist community also, there are lots of ceremonies where, the ritualistic performances are done wearing, special mask. Yeah. So you can actually find a mask of wrathful deities, peaceful deities, and they will be putting them on and then, dancing. So one is that, and another one is the most popular one that a lot of people have seen in the world is the Lakhe, mask. It is very popular because Nepal generally promotes the Lakhe dance in a lot of cultural events. Yeah. So you can see a wrathful face, painted in red and black with these, like a curly, huge hair, and then, like really special clothes and then the jewelries. So that is quite popular.
Actually, it is started from sculptures, you see. So it's a ritual sculptures. Is it? That's religious related sculptures. So they, yeah, the art of sculpture was a very decorative in Nepal, I think. So the still you can find decorative sculptures in Nepal. So that art then similarly applied to everything, that mask and to those faces, even on faces, and this. So this is in fact the traditional art form that has made the things decorative, very decorative. That's rather. So
also,
One of
sir,
the
I
famous
would like to
actress-
add this. Sorry.
one of the famous actress, Manisha Koirala, belongs to the Nepal.
Yes, she does. So, you know, to add to the Javed sir's point, so there is this, you know, belief saying that once the ritualistic dancer, whether, you know, I mean, like they are from a very, you know, religious community or a family line.
yeah,
And sometimes even like the monks or, you know, priests, they are the ones who put on this mask.
yeah.
So what happens is that it is believed that the deities will, you know, kind of like, sorry, I forgot the right word, possess, right? So the, you know, the deity whose masks they put on, they would possess the performer. So that is what it is believed. Okay, so it is said that whenever that special, you know, performer is putting on that mask, they will actually, you know, be the representative of the deity himself or herself. Okay, that's why like they are, you know, worshipped too, like, you know, just like a deity is does, you know, like whenever they put on the mask with those jewelries and in the clothings, everybody, like all the people will be, you know, worshipping that person as a real, you know, deity. So that is what is, you know, the practice in Nepal.
But the mask is play a very important role in art and crafts of the country. So mostly, you see, mostly countries are in this. Even African is very rich in this mask making business. You see, so the African masks are normally, I have seen in many drawing rooms of the you see drawing rooms of the happiest people. So I don't know, Croatia is in that business or not,
In which business?
and mask making.
No, we don't have any masks.
You don't
But we
have
have making of souvenirs, and we don't have such thing in a culture at all. No masks at all.
original people.
So, what?
Original faces, you see.
Yes, original faces, unfortunately. I'm joking. So, but we don't have this thing. We have, you know, with clothes, all ethnography with clothes and everything, but other stuff, there were few symbols, I think, somewhere, like some symbols, but nothing, you know, like there is no coverage, just like normal clothing, you know, ethnography clothing, different from different areas, and that's it.
So if one has to define your culture through one of the object or one of the product, so what will be that?
To define Croatian culture.
Yeah.
I don't know which one to pick, actually, you know, because we have from Roman Turkish influence to, I don't know, like maybe I would even choose some Roman object, because Croatia had a lot of influence from Roman period. So in my opinion, I would choose some Roman object, some maybe Roman stone or like, I don't know, maybe something from church even, you know, because Croatian people are very religious. So church is still nowadays something, but not Roman time when there was no religion. I would pick up something from maybe Roman period when they started to believe in this, you know, this Christian gods and everything. So some later Roman periods. would choose. And I'm not sure which object actually, but we were a lot influenced with this baptisteries and this stuff in the past, you know, from 5th century. So I would choose some stone or statue. Yeah, that's what I would choose. But
Yeah, that's great.
But this is really good question, actually, like what to choose, which one object to represent the whole country. You know,
Yeah.
that's really good question. But you know what they say, like for Croatia, like Croata, it means like, you know, a tie.
Yeah.
So the tourists buy ties because they believe it's symbol of Croatia. So, but it's more
Alina, it's normally, you know, the country decides. Country decides the national flower. Country decides the national animal. Country decide a national bird, and decide a national tree, and all these things. So when there is nothing to say, so you can choose one of national symbols. Say yes, we have this flower. You see, it's very important. The Croatian flower. So particularly that is grown in Croatia more over there's some special trees forms, you see. In some countries, I was looking at one of the Brazilian landscape perhaps. So there I found a very special trees, and also Costa Rica. There are the special trees that I haven't seen in any country. You see, so they were the particular. So so these objects are then turned into sculptures, and they turned into gifts. You see, the small size from. So they some casting in brass, aluminium, or say or wooden carving. So this is they are available in the. So that's the symbol of your country. So that's the particular product of your country. Now you tell us which is that in your country.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. There are too many of them.
Okay. Which one is your national tree?
National tree.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to answer on this question. I'm not sure that we have that. We have like, you know, this national monuments, you know, like we are very proud of the sea in general, you know, Adriatic Sea, you know, Pearl of Adriatic, you know, but tree, I don't know like what to say for tree.
What is the national animal?
Depends which part of Croatia, but maybe I would say like on the money, we have some like animal. You know what I would say for Croatia for tree? Olive tree, actually, because we have olive oil everywhere.
Yeah.
So I would say like olive tree could be a national tree, but it's not, you know.
Oh.
So, but it's also on the money, you know. On the money we have like olive tree. We have this one animal on the money. So I see what's on the money. Maybe that's the best souvenir for tourists.
Yeah, that's great. But you see, every country has this national. You will find out someday that that is a national tree or national animal of your Croatia. You see, so we have a horse. So a horse is our national animal. You see,
Horse.
National pet, yeah, horse. So similarly, I think Nepal must be having some national symbols of national object from national nature. So, if Shivani, do you have any question to Dr. Dhan? Mike, your mic is switch off.
Firstly, to say, sir, I'm not so educated and not capable to ask anything of Dr. Dhan. But in a curiosity in my education, I would ask something in my in my education. Nowadays, there are 3 types of Buddhism in Nepal. and Theravada, Tibetan Vajrayana Buddhism, and Noir Vajrayana Buddhism. Please give us some shine about this.
Vajrayana.
Can you
Thank you.
see this?
Yes.
Eliana? Can you
Yes.
see? This is your national animal.
Yeah, I know. We have it on money.
Not
That's
a
but I don't know English
this
word
is
for
only
that.
for my education.
But we have it on the money, you know. But I don't know. I need to search Croatian money now in apartment. So yes, we will have it on euro.
I think our national animal is Markhor.
Markhor, yeah, Markhor is, yes. But the horse is the national animal of Punjab, perhaps. Punjab province. The horse is also, there is a pet animal. You see, there's a wild animal and pet animal. So the
And tiger is the
national
national
pet
animal.
animal is horse and the wild animal is Markhor.
Mata Rani ka sheep.
Yeah. Anyway, Shivani,
Yes, sir.
Naksat
Yes, sir.
Shivani.
Yes,
Shivani,
sir. Yes, sir.
have you written a poem?
Yes, I have so many poems, but firstly, though, for my education, I asked something to Dr. Dhan, and it's just a tinge of love. And our national animal is tiger. This is Mata Rani ka sheep.
Actually, in Nepal also, our national animal is cow, but
Yes,
nowadays it is going to be
yes.
debatable, our controversy.
Gaya Mari
So
Mata.
still now cow in Nepal.
Yes.
Because of Hindu religion, people mostly worship the cow
Yes.
in Nepal. And other there are national different things are over here. Things about the Vajrayana, just you ask, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always
Well,
beautiful to see.
actually,
When you go
yes, sir.
to Nepal and you observe that things with your eyes, so that is more beautiful and more permanent. So you are
Definitely.
you don't need any visa from Nepal, and you can even you are living on the range of Nepali mountains. So
Yes, sir.
this whole range is started from Nainital to say Nepal. So you can walk even to Nepal.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir. We are neighbors.
why don't you see that and observe it? It's a very interesting and scenic beauties. And also these so religions you can understand. So when matter comes to Muslims, when I was small, because I thought we are all Muslims. You see, yes, of course we are all Muslims. Then when I grown up and I found that there is a one class that they are different Muslim than my class. You see, so then there a class system started. So I came to know that there is a class system in religion. Then I thought that Christians are only one Christians. So when I further grown up, then I found there is two classes: the Catholic and what is the second one? Catholic and Protestant. Yeah, Catholic and Protestant Christian. There are two classes.
And pagans also.
And you believe me, their principles are different. You see, their traditional objects are different, but what Catholic people use, that Protestants do not use that.
Yes.
Protestants are supposed to be Orthodox Christians, and
Yes.
Orthodox Christian they started from Georgia to Croatia and Serbia, and also up till Finland, I think. So the Catholic is mostly on Western Europe.
Yes.
So this is,
Yes.
but both are, when you go there and both you see them and see their say this old buildings and old church and old kalisas, you will find a beautiful patterns on that. So
Yes, sir.
all different from each other, you see, from each other.
Yes.
So similarly, we are living in this world, so we must know about each other things. So we must appreciate each other things that this is going on. So there is definitely Nepali culture is worth seeing. So it is a bit different from Indian cultures, particularly Hindu cultures, you see, it's different. Although I went to Delhi, India, I found that there is a Birla Mandir. So the one Sardarji took me to the Birla Mandir, and he showed me one area, and he said that this is Ganesh, and he just told me about all
In the
important.
world.
Yeah. So when he took me, because took me to the area, when he said it is not a Hindu temple. I said, what is this? He said it's a Buddhist temple. So Buddhist temple, they have a different thing. Altogether, it was different from decorated differently from Hindu temple. So that's all fascinating things, you see. So I think if I start visiting these things and finding the things, there is a whole life is not sufficient. We need another life to come into this world and see all these things. So because it started from thousands of years, and took the development. How can we, in a 50 years or 60 years of age, we have on our disposal, and we find out these 1,000 years of objects? But definitely, we must research. We must understand. We must modify must modify into simplest language, which Alina normally is using.
Is the yes, what is the heart of Nepal? Like as our country heart is Lahore. What is the heart of Nepal?
Kathmandu.
Dr. Dhan,
Dr.
Just
Dan, there is some sound in the meeting. I don't know from
uh,
who, but
I don't know.
maybe
Well,
Shivani. There is some sound behind you, or
No.
Yes, some sound is.
oh,
okay. Now there is no sound.
ah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's good.
yes, please.
Okay, so
Yes,
uh,
mine. What
I
was
Shivani
asked
is
asking?
the
the
question.
question, what is the heart of Nepal? Like as our country, Pakistan, heart is Lahore city.
heart of
So,
Nepal. Heart of
It,
Nepal
heart
is
of Nepal.
Kathmandu.
actually, Nepal,
Heart of Nepal is in
Kathmandu
Kathmandu.
and Pokhara.
Ah,
Kathmandu and Pokhara.
okay. So
Pokhara.
what is the
There
specialty?
is a big lake. There is a big lake, and from where Mount Himalaya can see very near. So people, mostly those who come in Kathmandu, in Nepal, they go to Pokhara.
I see.
That is one of the very famous touristic spot. Very famous.
I see.
Mostly European and Western people visit over there.
I see.
And Nepalese people also would like to go there. Nepalese people also from different part of the country go Pokhara. That is a valley. That is also a valley like Kathmandu.
I see. That's great. That's great.
That is a really beautiful place. You can see in mountainside the like Gurung people and other caste people, ethnic groups also are over there, and especially people can see the Himalayan range very near, close to high. So people will go to. There is a big lake also. There is a temple in the middle of the lake. There is a temple. People go over there and worship the Hindu and Buddhist people. Mostly, if they don't worship, although they want to go there and they take a
Yeah,
snack, very beautiful.
that's a great question. That why temples and these mandirs are built on a highest places, say mountain, top mountain. Why they choose? Why don't
So
choose valley?
actually in this case, in this connection, actually, I think so. I don't actually what is that? I don't know. Although in mountain or in high altitudes, Kailas is like Shiva. The place of Shiva is Kailas. That is the
Awesome.
highest in the world, actually.
Oh,
So those who worship Shiva like that god, people would like to go there,
I
actually.
see. I see.
So in always the heart, like the heart, the main thing is head. So we have our brain in head, like that. So people thought that in mountainside in top can see overall. So they thought in ancient time also, they thought that in mountainside that is safe also. And from the different purposes, people started to worship in that because there is less risk also, like downward in the rainy season that can be flood, that there comes something, it can be vanish, or it can be demolish that things. So when we go to in mountainside, that can see beautiful scenery also, and pure, so there is no dirty that. From all this point of view, I think actually Kailas Mansarovar is one of the most important part in India and Nepal, like that. That is in Tibet, in China also. Is in nowadays that is in China. So people mostly Kailas people, Indian people also, Nepali people also want to go once Kailas once a time in their
Yeah.
life. And they want to go to Kailas. So I think so. That maybe that is that maybe in mountain that is a type of hate, and people believe on Shiva, Shiva Kailas who live there according to our mythology also.
Dr. Dhan, these
So
Kalash peoples are in Pakistan too. So what they says their origin is Croatia. So
Croatia, maybe that maybe sir, but we don't have that sort of
and Hungary.
shirt.
So they are very beautiful people with the blue eyes and you see a pure white color. So they and heights, their heights are very good, you see. So yeah, so they are the beautiful people. They're very different from Pakistani you say people, you say. So in looking and all these, their festivals are their own tradition. That's nothing match with the Pakistani festivals, you see. So but they says they are from, few says they we are from Hungary, and the few says we are from Croatia. So that's why we said this Alina is very respectful for us because she is from Croatia, and we have the people from Croatia in Pakistan. So so these clash, so the clash in Nepal are different than these clash, or they are same?
Actually, I don't know about that.
Ah, I see.
But I think so that I think that the mountain and people where they lived in from the ancient time, they're moving from around the world according to their climatical causes or other their eatable things. The people made like their faces and physical fitness, physical what is called the body structure like that. Maybe in different type of
Yeah, yeah.
what to say.
But we have personal opinion that these people came when this Alexander came into Pakistan area.
Like that.
So they came. They were the army men of Alexander, and
Yes.
they never went back with Alexander. They lived here. So maybe his army must be consisted on different areas from different areas, people from different areas. So maybe the Croatian must be in their army, and some Hungarian must be
Like
his army. So we don't ask Elena because she would again get into confusion that where is Alexander and where are class people, and so I think if there is any question, otherwise we will say goodbye to each other.
Goodbye.
Sir, which type of food do you like?
We people,
Food.
Food.
actually,
Food.
food actually. Yes, I know food. Actually, we take rice and pulse and vegetables, curry like that. Actually, mostly people eat like this in Nepal. And in Tarai, they like mostly bread in the evening and morning like rice. They take actually nowadays everywhere people like rice and then after curry in vegetable or meats like that. And mostly in northern part people like thukpa, chow mein. That is by the influence of Chinese or Tibetan because there is cold, so that will be very hot. So they like that. So especially food, we say if we say about the food in Nepal, that is rice, pulse, and curry is very popular in all over the country.
Yeah, that's great. So when you come to Pakistan, we will serve you a kadhai gosht. So
Kadhai gosht.
chicken kadhai gosht. That is a famous food. So yeah.
Mostly food are like in India, Pakistan, and Nepal.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
like same to same.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
so
this is-
different.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
it is both. There are some foods more spicy. There are some foods less spicy. So otherwise,
Spicy.
otherwise say almost same. So Shivani, do you have a poem to say, or we say goodbye? Your mic
Open.
is your mic is
Open your mic.
switch on your mic. Switch on your mic.
Microphone. Shivani, you didn't turn on the microphone.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Please just hold on.
Do you have a poem to recite, or we will say goodbye to each other?
No, sir. I सुनाती हूँ सर. आपकी आज्ञा कैसे डाल सकती हूँ?
अच्छा चलो जल्दी करो.
Now it's time for reading.
Shivani, poem is a segment which we are making a permanent feature of this
Oh, my pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
informal show.
Only 2
He's
lines.
searching.
हाँ जी.
लिपट कर तेरी ही खुशबू में
तेरी
लिपट कर तेरी ही खुशबू में
हाँ तेरी इस खुशबू में
पड़े रहते हैं अब हम
जी
उन गलीचों में
उन दरीचों में
उन
खड़े रहते हैं
गलीचों
हम उन दरीचों में
गलीचों में
दरीचों में. अच्छा
पड़े रहते हैं अब हम उन गलीचों में
हाँ वाह
जिनकी चादरों पर सिलवटें सी हैं
वाह
कि जिनकी चादरों पर सिलवटें सी हैं
हाँ.
उन्हें हम दूर रखते हैं सलीके से करीने से.
Wow, 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 that's great. So this,
Only the some.
this is Arena, something from memories.
I understood everything. You don't need to translate.
Okay. Say, she want to say goodbye. Okay. Okay, then, yeah, we'll say goodbye. Thank you very much indeed for everyone.
Thank you very
And
much, sir.
my special thanks to Alina because she has took out time from her busy schedule. And so it's so nice of you. But definitely, she was not meant for Dr. Dhan interview, but but she did. she did survive, I think. She did
I
survive.
survived.
She did survive, and she has performed excellent today. So my special thanks to her, Boma, and it's Uzma and Chavani and Maheen. So nice of you. We were together at this moment to make this was a make to make an emergency arrangement really, and definitely we will further enjoy it. Arena special performance on Alki Cleaner interview. On interview, if she is all right. She controlled emotions and she is not so unhappy with the Alki Cleaner. So we will definitely see her again on that event. So, but she is a very nice girl, and I believe the Croatians are a beautiful people from heart and soul. So they are. I have tried two people. With one is my colleague Darko. It's a Vivek Darko, and the other is Elena. I found both of them are very nice and very cooperative friends. So they really take care of friends. You see, it's not just like selfishness. There is nothing word selfishness in Croatia, I think. So thank you very much, Elena, and
Thank you for the
goodbye.
invitation.
If you have to say anything, you can say.
No, it's okay. So we are finished today. So see you on.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Javed sir. Thank you very. Thank you so much, Dr. Dhan. And special thanks for Mohammed sir for this beautiful meeting and very
Thank you
informative.
so thank you so
We
much.
know so much about Dr. Dhan.
So thank you very
Actually,
much.
actually, I
Meena is
just
still
yes.
behind the Elki, I think, to get new date. So she is not here. So I say thank you from her side too. So okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Tan
very
and
much,
Elena.
everyone. Thank you very
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
much. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.